I mean, that's literally what you do. You label people.
Well, I try not to.
Huh.
So you consider my soul?
So is this like your first day?
No. Second.
What is it like from both of your perspectives working on a web series and this digital age that we live in? We're able to take a story and expand upon that and turn it into something that's a little more long form. What's that like for both of you guys?
Well, I mean, from a production standpoint, from actually like filming it, it's great. You can have these smaller stories, and by that I just mean like you don't have a huge cast, you don't have a tons of locations. You can kind of keep it contained, which allows you to focus more on the story, more on the shots you are going to get, and you sort of can roll it out. And but as far as developing a story and kind of really getting to know the characters and get into it, that would be for you.
I mean, I think you break a story like any medium. It's kind of the same. It just depends on how quickly you get to the point and what you choose to focus on, really.
Do you guys have any experience working in psychology or any family members or friends who are in that field?
No, and as you'll see, we don't get too in depth. They're not very qualified in their own right, the characters. So. There wasn't a need to do an extensive research. This is one of the only projects that I've done where I wrote it I don't know where the idea came from. I didn't plan it out in advance. I didn't know I was going to write it until I started writing it, and then it's just the characters started talking and I just wrote it. And that happens, once every blue moon. A story will just come out and you don't know where it came from.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
Oh God, not this.
But it just comes out and then it's there and you're like, oh, that's interesting. And then you just rewrite it and tighten it up. That's how this was.
And you just roll with it. Mm-hmm. A lot of the dialogue came off very natural. And whenever you have that, I feel like it's the instinctual, just sitting down, you're typing it out, whatever happens. And of course, with the rewrites, you end up changing that. Did you guys have a lot of that where on location you changed a little bit of whether it be dialogue or the way that it was shot?
Not much. The only thing there was in the original episode, in the original script, the office was tied to a guest bedroom, and that was changed. But otherwise, there wasn't really any major changes or improvs or anything like that.
And for shooting, would you say that was pretty much the same as well?
Yeah, we kind of knew the location we were going to film in about like a month or two before we actually shot. Because Andie did a lot of the set design, a lot of it just kind of flowed straight from the page into the camera without too much of an issue. I mean, there would always be little tweaks for like actual shots on the storyboard side of things, the shot list. But I mean, then again, our collaboration style was kind of fluid.
Well, because we had such a short amount of time to get a lot of stuff shot, like I said, some weekends we shot 4 episodes in 2 days. We had a very detailed shot list and tried to stick to it just to make sure we got all the coverage we needed in the amount of time that we had.